Dr. M. P. Jayaraman is an assistant professor in mathematics in L. N. Government College, Poneri. He has specialized on geometric function theory. With 14 years of teaching experience, he has handled topics on probability and queuing theory, discrete mathematics, random process, and engineering mathematics. Being a recognized supervisor for guiding PhD and MS students of Anna University, he is the reviewer of the journal Computer Mathematics and Applications. He has also written books on discrete mathematics and has also published papers in 28 international publications, in 4 national publications, and has presented papers in 2 international and in 2 national conferences.
Welcome you all for UGC lecture series in mathematics. The aim of this session is to solve a nonlinear programming problem using graphical methods. Also, we verified the solution obtained using graphical method using Hundaker conditions. To solve a problem of NLPP using graphical method, the first idea is by plotting the constraint curve in the rectangular Cartesian coordinates and find out the feasible region. From the feasible region, we should find the optimal solutions. We should look into the optimal solution in the feasible region in such a way that the required point should be in the common region, as well as that region, the convex region, should be tangent to the given constraints. Now, with this idea, let us discuss about the problem of using graphical method minimize the distance of the origin from the convex region bounded by the constraints x1 plus x2 greater than or equal to 4 and 2x1 plus x2 greater than or equal to 5. Verify that the Hundaker conditions hold at the point of minimum distance. So, the problem is using graphical method, we have to minimize the distance of the origin from the convex region bounded by these 2 set of constraints. Also, we have to verify the optimum solution obtained using graphical method with the help of Hundaker conditions. The minimum distance from origin to the convex region is equivalent to minimize the distance of the radius of the circle with center as origin. Therefore, the given problem can be formulated as follows. Our aim is minimize z, here our z equal to r square is x1 square plus x2 square subject to the constraints x1 plus x2 greater than or equal to 4, 2x1 plus x2 greater than or equal to 5 and x1 and x2 both are greater than or equal to 0. So, the given problem can be formulated as follows. Our aim is to solve this nonlinear programming problem of minimize z equal to x1 squared plus x2 squared subject to the constraints x1 plus x2 greater than or equal to 4, 2x1 plus x2 greater than or equal to 5, x1 x2 greater than or equal to 0. Now, in this nonlinear programming problem, the objective function is nonlinear. This objective function is nonlinear, whereas the given set of constraints, both the constraints are linear. Now, we have to solve this nonlinear programming problem with the help of graphical methods. Now, in this nonlinear programming problem, the last set of constraint is both x1 and x2 should be non-negative, x1 x2 greater than or equal to 0. Therefore, our search of the pair x1 x2 should be always in the first quadrant. So, we should always look into the optimum solution only in the first quadrant because of the condition both x1 and x2 greater than or equal to 0. Now, we will consider the rectangular Cartesian coordinates O, x1, x2. This is our x1 axis and this is our x2 axis and this is our origin. Now, by temporarily ignoring the inequality sign of the set of constraints, we should plot those constraint equation in the Cartesian coordinate. The first set of constraint is x1 plus x2 greater than or equal to 4. Now, by temporarily ignoring this inequality sign, we have the equation x1 plus x2 equal to 4. Now, by taking x1 equal to 0 in this equation, we will get x2 equal to 4. Therefore, the corresponding coordinate is 0, 4. Then, by taking x2 equal to 0, we have x1 value as 4. So, the corresponding coordinate is 4, 0. Therefore, the equation x1 x2 equal to 4 is nothing but line joining the point 0, 4 and 4, 0. Now, we take our scale as 1 unit is 1 centimeter. Therefore, we are having this one. This is our x1 axis and x2 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, the first equation x1 plus x2 equal to 4 is nothing but the line joining the point 0, 4 and 4, 0. Therefore, this is a point 0, 4 and this is a point 4, 0. So, now by joining these two points, we will get the curve x1 plus x2 equal to 4. The next set of given constraint is 2x1 plus x2 equal to 5. In a similar manner, by taking x1 equal to 0, we will get our x2 value is 5 and by taking x2 equal to 0, we are getting our x1 value is 5 by 2, which is 2.5. Therefore, the coordinates for x1 equal to 0 is 0, 5 and the corresponding coordinate by taking x2 equal to 0 is 2.5, 0. Now, by joining the line 2.5, 0 and 0, 5, we will get the equation of 2x1 plus x2 equal to 5. So, this is our point 2.5 and 0 and this is the point of 5, 0. Now, by joining these 2 points, we are getting this curve. This is nothing but our curve 2x1 plus x2 equal to 5. Therefore, by temporarily ignoring the inequality sign of the constraints, by considering equality of those two set of constraints, we plot the curve in the graph. Now, our aim is to find the feasible region for this curve. Now, the first constraint is x1 plus x2 greater than or equal to 4. Since the constraint x1 plus x2 greater than or equal to 4, our region is away from the origin. This is our equation x1 plus x2 equal to 4. Therefore, the common region is above this curve. This is our area of x1 plus x2 greater than or equal to 4. We know very well the given non-negative constraint is x1 plus x2 greater than or equal to 0. Therefore, our concern is only in the first quadrant. Now, as far as the second constraint concerned, the given second constraint is 2x1 plus x2 greater than or equal to 5. Therefore, the corresponding area is away from the origin. Therefore, the area corresponds to 2x1 plus x2 greater than or equal to 5 means this area. Now, the area common to both the curve, that is feasible region, is this region. This is the common region bounded by these two constraints. We denote this point as A and this point as B and this point as C. So, the unbounded area ABC, this area, the area above this line, that unbounded region ABC is our feasible region. Now, in order to find the optimum solution for the given nonlinear programming problem, we have to consider this unbounded region. The graph can be drawn clearly. Consider this graph. Now, this is the equation of x 1 plus x 2 equal to 4, and this is nothing but this curve is 2 x 1 plus x 2 equal to 5. Now, our feasible area, feasible region is this one. This is our feasible region. Denote this as A, and this point as B, this point of intersection as B, and this is C. So, the region ABC is our feasible region. Once we got the feasible region, now our search is to find the optimum solutions of the nonlinear programming problem. So, our search is to find the point of x 1, x 2 in this convex region ABC. The desired point is nothing but the desired point occurs in this convex region, in which the side of the convex region is tangent to the given circle x 1 squared plus x 2 squared equal to r squared. So, the desired point in this convex region occurs in this feasible region, at which the side of the convex region is tangent to the given circle. So, in order to find the which side of the convex region is tangent to the circle, now we should find the gradient of the tangent to the circle and gradient of the straight line. Our next idea is to find the gradient of the tangent to the circles. Now, to find the gradient of the tangent to the circle, now we have to differentiate this equation with respect to x 1. So, by differentiating this equation with respect to x 1, we have 2 x 1 plus 2 x 2 dx 2 by dx 1 equal to 0. Now, from this we have dx 2 by dx 1 equal to minus 2 x 1 by minus 2 into x 2. Now, by cancelling minus 2, we have x 1 by x 2. So, the gradient of tangent to the circle is dx 2 by dx 1 equal to x 1 by x 2. We take it as equation 1. Now, the gradient of the line 2 x 1 plus x 2 equal to 5 is obtained by differentiating this equation with respect to x 1. So, by differentiating this equation with respect to x 1, we have 2 plus dx 2 by dx 1 equal to 0. So, we have dx 2 by dx 1 equal to minus 2. We take this equation 2. The gradient of tangent to the circle is obtained by differentiating this equation with respect to x 1. So, by differentiating this equation with respect to x 1, we have 2 x 1 plus 2 x 2 dx 2 by dx 1 equal to 0. By simplifying this equation, we have dx 2 by dx 1 equal to minus x 1 by x 2. Therefore, dx 2 by dx 1 equal to minus x 1 by x 2. We name it as equation 1. Now, the gradient of the line 2 x 1 plus x 2 equal to 5 is obtained by differentiating this equation with respect to x 1, which imply 2 plus dx 2 by dx 1 equal to 0. From this, dx 2 by dx 1 equal to minus 2. We name it as equation 2. Now, by making use of equation 2 in 1, we have minus x 1 by x 2 equal to minus 2, which gives us x 1 equal to 2 x 2. Now, with this value of x 1 equal to 2 x 2, the equation 2 x 1 plus x 2 equal to 5 becomes 4 x 2 plus x 2 equal to 5. So, it will become 5 x 2 equal to 5. From this, we will get x 2 equal to 1. Let us have a break. So, before break, we will discuss about how to obtain the feasible region for a given nonlinear programming problem. Now, once after obtaining feasible region, how to find the optimum solution, that things we are going to discuss now. From this equation, we will get x 2 value equal to 1. With the help of x 2 equal to 1, by substituting in this equation, we will get 2 x 1 plus 1 equal to 5. So, it will become 2 x 1 equal to 4, which gives us x 1 equal to 2. So, from this equation 1 and 2, we will get our x 1 and x 2 value as 1, 2. This shows that the tangent of the circle to the line occurs at the point 1, 2. So, from the equation we will get the tangent of the circle, x 1 squared plus x 2 squared to the equation 2 x 1 plus x 2 equal to 5 occurs at the point 1, 2. Now, we have to check this point lies in the convex region as well as this point satisfy the given set of constraints. Now, the point 1, 2 occurs here, it does not lies in this convex region. Therefore, our point x 1 equal to 2 and x 1 equal to 1 does not lies in the convex region. Moreover, our given set of constraint is x 1 plus x 2 greater than or equal to 4 and 2 x 1 plus x 2 greater than or equal to 5. Now, with this value of x 1 and x 2, these two set of constraint does not satisfied. So, the solution x 1 equal to and x 2 equal to 1 and does not lie in the feasible region. Moreover, this solution is not satisfied this constraints. Therefore, we cannot take these two solutions as optimal solution, we have to omit this solution. Now, we will consider the other case, we will consider the equation x 1 plus x 2 equal to 4. Now, the gradient of this line is nothing but 1 plus dx 2 by dx 1 equal to 0. From this, we have dx 2 by dx 1 equal to minus 1. We will take it as equation 3. Now, already we proved that dx 2 by dx 1 equal to minus x 1 by x 2, which is equation 1. Now, we proved dx 2 by dx 1 equal to minus 1. So, using 3 in equation 1, we will have instead of dx 2 by dx 1, the value from equation 1 is minus x 1 by x 2 and which is nothing but minus 1. From this, we have x 1 equal to x 2. So, with this value of x 1 equal to x 2, from this equation we will get our value x 1 equal to 2 and x 2 also 2. So, this point x 1 equal to 2 and x 2 equal to shows that the tangent of this circle to this line is occurs at the point 2, 2. Now, we should look into the points of 2, 2 in the feasible region. Moreover, we should check this set of point satisfies the given set of constraints. Now, this is our feasible region. In this feasible region, our point 2, 2 occurs. In this point, our 2, 2 occurs. Moreover, the given set of constraints is x 1 plus x 2 greater than or equal to 4 and 2 x 1 plus x 2 greater than or equal to 5. Now, with the value of 2, 2 x 1 equal to 2 and x 2, 2 both the constraints are satisfied. So, for the values of x 1 equal to 2 and x 2 equal to 2 both the set of constraints are satisfied. Moreover, that point lies in the feasible region. Therefore, the optimum solution for the given problem is x 1 equal to 2, x 2 equal to 2 with maximum z equal to x 1 squared, which is 2 squared plus x 2 squared 2 squared, 4 plus 4 we have 8. So, the nonlinear programming problem has optimum solution of maximum z equal to 8 with x 1 equal to 2 and x 2 equal to 2. What it means the minimum distance of the origin to the convex region with bounded by the constraint is 8. Now, we have to verify the minimum value obtained by graphical method is satisfied by the Hundaker condition or not. For the given problem, f of x is x1 squared plus x2 squared, and the first set of constraint h1 of x equal to x1 plus x2 minus 4, and the second set of constraint 2x1 plus x2 minus 5. So, the given problem is minimizing z equal to f of x subject to the constraints h1 of x greater than or equal to 0 and h2 of x greater than or equal to 0. So, the given problem is nothing but minimum z equal to f of x subject to the constraint h1 of x greater than 0, h2 of x greater than 0, x1, x2 greater than or equal to 0. Now, we have to verify the Hundaker condition for the given problem. For that, the first Hundaker condition is f1 minus lambda h1 minus lambda h2 equal to 0. This equation gives us for this problem 2x1 equal to lambda 1 plus 2 lambda 2, and the second Hundaker condition is f2 minus lambda 1 h1 minus lambda 2 h2 equal to 0 implies 2x2 equal to lambda 1 plus lambda 2. We take these two set of equations as equation A. The next Hundaker condition is lambda 1 h equal to 0 and lambda 2 h equal to 0. These two equation gives us lambda 1 into x1 plus x2 minus 4 equal to 0 and lambda 2 into 2x1 plus x2 minus 5 equal to 0. These two equation will be named as B. The third Hundaker condition is h1 of x greater than or equal to 0 and h2 of x greater than or equal to 0. So, these two Hundaker condition gives us x1 plus x2 minus 4 greater than or equal to 0 and 2x1 plus x2 minus 5 greater than or equal to 0. We name it as equation C. Of course, lambda 1 and lambda 2, the Lagrangian multiplier are non-negative. Now, our solution for the given nonlinear programming problem is x1 equal to 2, x2 equal to 2. With this value of x1 and x2, equation A gives us 4 lambda 1 plus 2 lambda 2 equal to 4 and lambda 1 plus lambda 2 equal to 4. By substituting x1 equal to 2 in this equation, the first equation in A becomes lambda 1 plus 2 lambda 2 equal to 4, and by taking x2 equal to 2 in the second equation, we have lambda 1 plus lambda 2 equal to 4. Now, by solving these two equation, we will get the value of lambda 2 as 4 and lambda 1 equal to 0. So, with this value of x1 equal to 2 and x2 equal to 2 and lambda 1 equal to 4 and lambda 2 equal to 0, the equation C is satisfied. By substituting x1 equal to 2, x2 equal to 2, 4 minus 4 greater than 0 greater than or equal to 0, and here, as far as this equation concerned, 4 plus 2 6 minus 5 1 greater than or equal to 0. So, with this value of x1 x2 lambda 1 lambda 2, all the equation A, B and C satisfied. Therefore, we can verify the minima obtained by graphical methods is also holds good for the minima obtained by Hundaker conditions. So, we verified the minimum obtained by graphical method is satisfied by the Hundaker conditions. So, let me recap of the points. So, while solving a nonlinear programming problem using graphical method, first by plotting the given set of constraints, we have to obtain the feasible region. Then we obtain the optimum solution with the help of this feasible region. For that, we have to search the optimal solution in that feasible region, wherein which the desired point which occurs in the region, that side of the convex region should be tangent to the given circle. The problem for exercise is maximize z equal to 2x1 plus 3x2 subject to the constraints x1 plus x1 square plus x2 square less than or equal to 20, x1 into x2 less than or equal to 8, x1 x2 greater than or equal to 0. Here in this nonlinear programming problem, the objective function is linear, whereas the constraint set is nonlinear. Now, the equation x1 plus x2 equal to 8 is nothing but a rectangular hyperbola, wherein which the coordinate axes are its asymptote, and this equation x1 plus x2 equal to 20 is nothing but circle with center origin and radius root 20. Now, by plotting these two constraints in this graph, we have the following graph. Consider the rectangular Cartesian axis x1 x2. This equation is rectangular hyperbola with coordinate axis its asymptote. Therefore, x1 x equal to x2 can be represented by the asymptote this one. This is our x1 into x2 less than or equal to 8. Now, this is a circle with center origin and radius root 20. Therefore, we have this set of curve for x1 plus x2 equal to 20. Now, the feasible region is the region which is common to both the curve. So, this is our feasible region. Now, in this feasible region, we will look into the optimal solution with the help of the usual methods. Thank you.